So today we're going to continue working on page number 78, and today we're going to work on question 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14. We're going to use rucksack in calculating our answers. That means we're going to read the question, understand, then choose which we should do. Should we add, subtract, multiply or divide? Solve the question, give the answer and check your answer. Now it's important to remember as well that as this is a multiplication chapter, it's quite likely that there will be a multiplication problem in it. So we're going to take a look at number 9 for an example. It says Omer was asked to choose a number card from a box. He chose 2.674. He was asked to multiply the number on the card by 29. What was the correct answer? Now in this case they've actually told you what to do to multiply and get the correct answer. It's a multiplication involving decimals. I've written out a similar one. So imagine that Omer chose a number that was 3.114 and he was asked to multiply the number on the card by 39. So as always, ignore the decimal until the end and do it as a long multiplication because there's 2 digits in this bottom number. So 4 nines is 36. 1 9 is 9 plus 3 is 12. 1 9 is 9 plus 1 is 10. 3 nines is 27 plus 1 is 28. Put down the 0 because it's a multiplication. Don't know that. 3 4s is 12. 1 3 is 3 plus 1 is 4. 1 3 is 3. 3 3s are 9 and plus. 6 plus 0 is 6. 2 plus 2 is 4. 4, 11, 12. Now, attend to the decimal. There's 3 numbers behind the decimal. 1, 2, 3. Go 1, 2, 3. And there should be 3 numbers behind the decimal there. And that's that. Now, question number 11. This one involves litres. A car can travel 9.675 kilometres per litre of petrol. How far should it travel on 9 litres of petrol? So we know per litre, which means per 1 litre. So now we need to find out per 9 litres. So it's going to be a multiplication again. It's going to be a short multiplication. So I changed the numbers to do an example for you. Imagine that a car can travel 8.329 litres. So, sorry, kilometres that should read. Imagine that it can travel 8.329 kilometres per litre of petrol. We'll multiply it by 5 and figure out how far it can travel, how many kilometres it can travel on 5 litres of petrol. Okay, on 5 litres. So instead of 9 litres, it's going to have 5 litres, and that's what the distance that it can travel for every 1 litre. So let's find out how far it can travel for 5 litres. Ignore the decimal until the end. 5 nines is 45. 2 5s is 10 plus 4 is 14. 3 5s is 15 plus 1 is 16. 5 8s is 40 plus 1 is 41. Now that you've calculated the answer, count how many numbers are behind the decimal. 1 2 3. 1 2 3, and that means your decimal needs to go in there. Okay, now after this we're looking at question number 13. Instead of multiplying 0.847 by 58, Paul multiplied it by 85. By how much was his answer too big? So the way that you calculate this answer is that you have to multiply 2 times. So we have to figure out what it was when he multiplied it by 85 and figure out what it was when he multiplied it by 58. Find out how much his answer was too big by doing a subtraction. So I changed the numbers again. So for example, if we were to do 2 multiplications, we would do out the multiplications and then take away one answer from the other. So the big answer goes on top. So this here is a long multiplication. 7 nines is 63. 7 nines is also 63 plus 6, 69. 9 8s is 72 plus 6 is 78. 0 and 9s is nothing, plus 7. Put down the 0 because it's a multiplication. 5 7s is 35. 5 7s is 35 plus 3, 38. 5 8s is 40, plus 3 is 43. 0 5s is nothing, plus 4. And that's 3, 14, 17, 7, 12. 4 plus 1 is 5. Now you have to deal with the decimal, so figure out how many numbers are behind the decimal. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And the decimal place goes in there. So if that was the number, for example, that he was supposed to multiply it by, but then he actually multiplied it by this. 3 7s is 21. 3 7s is 21 plus 2 is 23. 3 8s are 24 plus 2 is 26. 6, bring over the 2. 0 3s is nothing, plus 2, down to 0. 7 8s is 56. 6, 5, 7 8s is 56, plus 5 is 61. 8 8s is 64, plus 6 brings us to 70. 0 8 is 0 plus 7. Put together. 1, 9, 7, 2, 7. Deal with the decimal. How many numbers are behind the decimal? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That is where the decimal goes. It gives you an answer of 72.791. Now, this minus symbol that I had in the middle. We need to subtract one from the other, simply because it's said in the problem question that instead of multiplying 0.847 by 58, he multiplied it by 85. By how much was his answer too big? You need to find the difference between them to find out by how much his answer was too big. So you need to subtract them. And now I know that you're very, very good at your subtraction, and you probably would be able to do this without me. So we'll take 72.791 minus 52.743. Make sure that the decimal places are under one another. Okay? So we need to rename here. 8 take away 4 is 4. There's a 0. 2 take away 2 is a 0. 7 take away 5 is 2. And that's your answer. So don't forget in sum number 13 that you must do a subtraction. Sum number 14 is exactly the same. Anne multiplied 0.897 by 39. Sarah multiplied 0.897 by 93. What was the difference? So you do a multiplication here, a multiplication here. To find the difference, you need to subtract one answer from the other. So you must put the bigger answer on the top and the smaller one on the bottom and get the difference to find your number. I hope that helps. Let me know if you're stuck.